starring me, Jeffrey Wright, the head coach, and the assistant coach, Adrian the Crusher Machuca.
Stop.
Stop.
No, I said stop.
Stop,
Yeah,
dog.
you gotta put the AW in there.
Yeah, stop. Today we're playing UC Berkeley.
I'm very close and personal with the school coming from California.
Yeah.
You know,
What do you think their strengths are coming into this?
they don't have any.
Yeah, they're garbage.
You're garbage.
Respectfully, we think they're garbage.
I mean, I didn't say they were garbage. You said that. I just said they don't have any strengths.
Adrian, we can't have that kind of toxicity on our stream. We have to be PC.
I thought we were PG.
Yeah. For sure. We got some lineups for you guys today. We got this Spiteful Druid. And then we got... Y'all don't mind my pictures. I don't own all the cards. So don't make fun of me. We've got a Spell Hunter. We're running... Oh, I guess we don't need this. We're running this Aggro Paladin. And we are running Q Block. But I think my deck tracker should be able to gather all of it.
And you always got me yawning.
That is not me. Better yawning than coughing. Wow. I don't know what it is. I've had a cough for like 2 months now. That's why I was going to drink all this water, but then like I drank it all and now it's not here anymore. Actually, you want to hold on the stream while I go get a thing of water? It's going to be delayed anyway, so
Okay.
it won't come on. I think we should put on some like...
Music.
Yeah, let's put on some classical music.
Classical music.
Claire de Lune is my favorite.
I
love commercials too.
Wait, you gotta mute that commercial. We can't give free advertisements. So we doing a quick commercial break?
Yeah, no commercials.
I was gonna advertise my new
They banned our Warlock.
All right.
spectacular play. Okay, I could take it from here. I'll just make sure they don't have lethal or anything.
Yeah, you'll be the lethal checker. How do I spectate?
Preparing to battle a friend.
Oh yeah, I can spectate whenever he gets in.
Yeah. You should probably go get your water before they start, and I'll just go spectate once it starts.
They'll take time to get the opening
Is
mulligan.
it like a spectator delay?
No,
Oh.
this will be direct. The actual Twitch stream will be in the delay.
Wait, they can still hear us with the music.
Yeah.
Now we just sound super fancy.
Yeah, this is fancy. Here, yeah, just spectate on J. Are you guys playing on your account?
JT?
Yeah, we're on my account.
Okay.
So I just right click and spectate? Or
Okay, I'm just gonna get some water. Machuca's gonna spectate you guys.
is it right click and spectate or?
It's either that or press that button. So.
Alright.
So if you guys want them on your screen, that's where they are. I'm going to pull them up real quick.
Oh, here we go. Spectate.
They're pre-filled from somebody.
Here we have the deck list, but me being an amateur Hearthstone player, I really have no idea what those cards do. So let's see. Starting hand. Let's see what they replace.
Oh, we're in it.
Let's welcome back the man, the myth, the coach. Coach.
It is
So here we have the starting hand.
Dude, it's Turnabout Hellos.
Who's that?
Manny.
Manny?
Yeah, he's Turnabout
He
now.
changed his thing again?
Yeah. So what do you think about this opening hand for
Well, as an amateur Hearthstone player, even I can tell that
I
they
think
do.
this is supposed to change. This is just incorrect.
Oh, unless this.
I think it changes soon.
Oh,
Okay, good. It's completely wrong.
so what deck are they running here?
They're running Spiteful Druid, and their opening hand, while they have a couple of lower cost cards, these ones are really bad to have because their whole deck is based around playing this card right here.
And why do you think they kept them?
They mulligan. Or wait, did they keep this one or did they mulligan it? Keeping one might be okay, but I didn't quite see through the mulligan. But that's okay.
What's that called? A hungry crab?
Yeah, it's a big hungry crab.
Nice.
It's really good. I mean, it's like an average one drop, but you can play it into Murlocs and eat them.
So that question mark means they have a secret on the other side, right?
Yeah. So it could be pretty much. There's 3 that are commonly used. Wandering Monster, which replaces a target of an attack with a 3-cost minion. There is Freezing Trap. Oh, there's also Explosive Trap and Catrick. So basically these 4. It probably isn't going to be these, but you never know.
Oh, yeah, it's just the attack. So if I attack, I'll make the attack free drop.
Oh, you can see the overlay.
Yeah. You could turn that off if you want.
Yeah. I mean, we could just leave the thing. Because we're not even in Discord.
You just gave away vital information.
Yeah, now they know everybody's names in Discord.
It's a good thing they're only nicknames.
So we're really looking to draw Mire Creepers early. Because they give us more mana. And we're also looking to draw these Spiteful Summoners. Very large pieces of the deck. We still have the music on.
I paused it.
Oh, okay.
I think I did. You might want to check.
You want me-
Okay.
Yeah, it's paused.
But you know, personally, I would have played some slaps in Spanish.
Oh, I know.
Oh, here we go. The classic taunt strat. You know, JT and I once ran a comp with an angry chicken. Just slap in as many taunts as you can,
Yeah.
and they can't get to your chicken.
Wow, I wonder if they're going to go for that play this turn. Oh, never mind. They ran the incorrect 1-drop. This is a hungry crab. This is not an angry chicken.
Well, obviously.
It's pretty close. Who do you think would win in a fight between a hungry crab and an angry chicken? The answer is the crab, because it's got more health.
Yeah, but is the chicken enraged?
That's a good question. I didn't think about that.
Never underestimate your opponents. Whoa.
Okay, so they got the best opener possible. That's going to double Yasharaj. But we drew a very good card that'll work well. So we've got a couple of plays up our sleeve. We've got Mire Keeper, which helps us get mana to play this.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have coin. So what we can do is play this, get the mana, or it looks like we're gonna tank up a little bit.
If you ask me, that's the play I would do too.
Oh, you would have done that? Yeah. I think I would have too if I was better.
Maybe they just want to save it for next turn, you know?
Well, I think what next turn they're doing is they're just gonna coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna play Markkeeper here. But basically they play this now, and so it says it costs 2 less if your opponent has at least 3 minions, and then they get it they play it while the value is good, and then they trade, so that they don't lose the hidden effect. I gotta remember to take, like, I'll read things and then I'll forget that we're streaming and spectating, and then everyone just has this huge ogre like on their on their Twitch. So getting through Yasharaj is pretty hard. It doesn't summon anything else, but it is a big beefy guy.
Oh. Holy moly. Those look like the 3 hungry hippos, but wolves.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what Blizzard was going for.
Hungry hippos?
That's what Riot was going for. So we kind of have to pray. There's a couple other plays. Like, we could play Mirekeeper, make a little dude, and then freeze Yasharaj and try to slow it down. Or we could go for the Hail Mary and coin out Spiteful and look for a big dude.
You heard the man. Throw your hands in the air. We need your energy.
He says he's been turnabout for like a month.
I knew the league name, but just not your new Twitch name. Well spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who wins here? The hungry crabs or the hungry hippos that are actually wolves?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like Animal Planet.
This might be my thing after all.
So they went for the Mana Crystal, and they're going for the Glacial Shard play.
Oh, and freezing the big guy.
I believe this play is meant to slow the game down and allow them to go for an early UI.
What's a UI?
A UI is an ultimate infestation. It's the big thing in their hand.
Yeah, I see.
Which gives you a big dude, or a small dude. It makes you draw 5 cards, gain armor, and deal damage. So it's a pretty strong card. Lots of 5s. But the only way that we win this is if we slow it down enough to where we can win in that mid-late game and get more value. While he's churning out beasts, we'll churn out more damage. So it looks like our secret tracker says that it can only be Cat Trick, which only gets played after a spell, which is good for this deck because we are made out of complete creatures, except for the coin. So if we ever look to get coin, we'll have to play around a 4/2 on their side.
What if that's why he didn't do the play that you mentioned earlier to summon that 6 mana card?
It's definitely possible. Just to lower like the amount of damage, because if we didn't get a taunt, we would have given them 4 extra damage, which would have been really bad.
Is that a pit bull?
Yeah, it's like a puppy dog.
Oh, they got Mr. Worldwide out in the field. Oh, big play coming from UC Berkeley.
Big
Looks
play
like
with the arrows to the face.
That looks like a hurt. Oh, and here comes a bunch of eyes on the top right. I don't know if that was a card of the map.
A bunch of eyes?
There's like purple smoke and a bunch of yellow eyes.
What? This?
No, it just... Let's see what they do now.
Ask questions.
Do you think we win this round?
No, the only way that we win this, and
here
what
comes
they're
the
going
secret.
for, what he's going for is he's going to play Grand Archivist, which will play the other Ultimate Infestation, and he's hoping it's going to hit the 10-5.
Okay. Oh, not quite. But it looks like a big play. There's things coming all over the screen. Ooh.
So, we pretty much weren't able to access our Spitefuls at all that game, and we weren't able to deal with the turn 3 Barns, which is pretty much just how that deck wins.
So that makes UC Berkeley 1, Indiana Tech 0.
It does. Let's update the tracker here.
I think you gotta, yeah. As England casters would call it, it's a 1-0.
Nil.
You making fun of my accent?
No, you said it wrong. Null. You're like null and void. It's 1-0. Nil means
Close-
0.
Close enough. They know what I'm saying.
We're cultured here at India.
I come from the Wild West.
I'm with Adrian. I have no clue what anything does. Well, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, except you just slow it down by about 40 turns, and it's pretty much the same thing. And instead of 2,000 health, you have...
Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't
30.
always just one-turn kills and quick games. When it's
Yeah,
a
I know.
40-card deck, it's just like this.
Yeah.
Except you gotta kill your own monsters to summon a better one.
I remember my favorite card was Jinzo. Because it was all about having cool traps back when I played.
Wait, but Jinzo wouldn't let traps act.
Yeah, I know. It was
Oh.
a counter.
Yeah.
You'd run a bunch of Space Typhoons and Jinzos and giant Tornades and go whoosh. And you whip out your Summon Skull and your Celtic Guardian.
Well, what happens when they have a Blue Eyes out in the field?
You kill it.
What, Jinzo?
No. You just, man-eater bug. GG.
You have quite the deck list.
Yeah. But anyways, back to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Wait, what?
What? So it looks like we're actually running Dragon Slayer tech. I love that card. And it actually is going to turn out really well because this UC Berkeley ran a combo Dragon Priest, which is, it's really strong because dragons get a lot of value if you have other dragons in your hand. But this card right here, since we're going against Priest, this Dragon Slayer right here, is just a well-statted minion, but also has a nasty effect.
Deals 6 damage to a dragon.
Why aren't the hippos different colors? Yeah, I don't know. I think we should talk about that. Actually, I'll type about it. What do you think? What do you think, Adrian?
Blizzard is colorblind.
Blizzard is colorblind.
We're not in England. That's not how you spell color.
Well, that is how you spell color. Well, actually, in Canada they spell it that way. Yeah.
Want to know how they spell it in Mexico
Yeah.
without the U?
I don't know how to make the other O. Is it color?
Yeah,
Yeah, but isn't the other O?
with an accent.
Is it just a little?
Oh, here we go.
What do you think about this play?
They definitely have lethal if they play this correctly.
Here, let's try to attack with it. Oh, it's
Oh.
working. We're so good at this game.
Why am I not playing?
So we drew absolutely nothing, and we are running. Wait,
The Lich King.
why does it not want to tell us all the cards in our deck? It's just. Oh,
What if it only shows the cards that you have?
I think it's because I didn't have the deck made.
Oh,
So, but I have. Oh wait, but I have it right here.
but remember you have to delete some
No, I don't have to delete.
to make the next one. You deleted one of them.
No, I just have to show it. This is our Spiteful Druid still.
Oh, it's another ultimate
So
infestation.
this is the list. I'm pretty sure it might be a little outdated. We might not be running the
Firefly.
fire. Yeah, we might not be running these things right here, the Fireflies. I think we might have changed those up, and maybe we even tweaked one Tar Creeper out for something. Because you noticed. Oh yeah, there's still one Dragon Slayer tech in there. So. All right, so they're starting to beef up a little bit.
Tar Creeper. Looks like
And we could
got
answer
one
with
too.
our own. Yeah, we kind of have to. So, the later this goes, it's good for us. And usually you're afraid to go late with Priest because they've got a lot of sustain and combo and one shot. But I think Druid is in a good matchup here. I think that they're able to get a big board out by the time that they actually are threatened by what Priest has to offer. Ooh, double Tar Creeper.
Yikes! This is looking very scary for the Indiana Tech roster.
Very creepy.
I mean, they got 2 big taunts up there, and with that ability to have 3 attack on the enemy turn.
Let's not forget about our big taunts, though, because now that he's played over 3 guys, we can play our bruisers, which are really strong. We'll probably just tap here, or hero power.
How do we get past that beefy front line that they got? Well, we have a beefy front line too.
Yeah, and this is kind of like a who's gonna flinch first because we actually don't attack here because we can't trade to kill, and if we just damage with anything like our guys, then they'll just heal it. Okay, so
Does
they
that
might
one
be
have a
looking to
death
thin the
rattle?
board out.
Oh, it does. Ooh, yikes. Wait,
So we
that
ended up
was
healing
good.
them up there. I wish I had their deck list, otherwise I'd know what he's playing around.
He might be trying to bait him into a heal so that he can't do anything else with his mana.
Yeah, for sure.
And then next turn kill. Because if they summon one more bruiser, it looks like they got lethality. You know,
Yeah.
including the taunts.
Bruisers are pretty broken with lethality.
Yeah.
Okay, so he goes for the heal. I don't think there's going to be any impactful 3-card play.
Oh.
Never mind.
Discover a dragon.
So now we know that they have a dragon in hand. That's definitely a really good card for them.
But we got the Dragon Slayer.
That's true. And the thing is, one card that's well known for having 6 health is Operative. And so if they ever play Draconid Operative, they can just pretty much take it out. Now, you might want to take out a bigger dragon with that, but it would be really good value to kill an Operative with that.
Ooh. They got rid of one.
Yeah, popped one, made the trade. We can look to play the other one, or we could look to Hero Power Serenite. Because you definitely want to keep the 3/4 for the trade. And so if this guy goes for the safe draw play, he can either run the 1/5 in and then heal it, or he could just heal our 4/2. Okay, so he's got Bookworm. That kills off our homeboy. Oh, and we've got double Dragon Slayers.
Them dragons better watch out.
I think there's an argument to play it, but it dies to Dustbreaker, so it's kind of hard to play all these minions because even those and our Serenites all have 3 health, and it's very possible that they have one in hand. Wait, are you not completely enthused by this game right now?
No, I just drink coffee, my bad.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Coffee tires you out. Alright, so it looks like we went for the silence on the Tar Creeper because we wanted to get it out of our hand. And then we went for the execute with the Dragon Blaster Bomb. And we're going to cut their draw power a little bit. Now, what we do with this remaining 4/2, trade
Just
with the
doink 'em.
1/3 because we're probably going to get Dustbreakered anyways, and then they're going to go in for a full trade. But that's okay because we've got a really powerful turn 8 play.
You know, that last monster that they had kind of looked like Poppy.
Yes, actually, I did see Sneaky's Lux cosplay. I didn't know it was Lux. Is it the Dark Matter Lux?
Yeah, dark.
He was
matter
very cute. Did you see it?
one. I saw a picture or a thumbnail.
I did not know that was a male.
Traps are gay.
You can't say that on stream, man.
I meant
Traps are great.
Fraps every day
Traps,
on Starbucks.
traps are great. Yeah, traps are great. Anyway,
That guy looks like that one Shaco skin. You know, the one with the green sword and the red sword?
what?
The guy on the top left?
Talking about this guy?
Yeah, he looks like Shaco with that one skin. Wild card Shaco? No, it's...
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa. That has 9 health now.
Yeah, he got Talon Priested. This card right here, really strong priest card. You can play it turn 3 and buff any 2-drop, and then it just like gives you like permanent board control for like a couple turns. It's so strong. He used it to buff this, which he might just be trying to get some presence on board, but that also plays around our double Dragon Slayer.
Ooh. I finally got rid of the thing.
So it looks like they're avoiding it now and then just going for the Lich King play, which is probably fine.
Holy moly.
So what did we draw? Oh, we drew Frostmourne. That is so good for us because it synergizes well with the damage that we do with our face.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that we kill with the weapon, which we can make it a 6 attack with our hero power, it actually lets us
Summon it when it dies.
lets us summon that after the 3rd attack. And this is a death rattle, so basically we don't have to like hit a bunch of guys in the face to do and take damage to summon them. We could just go face after we kill 1 or 2. But we definitely have to be careful because this is a combo priest.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to start going hard with the health buff on this guy and maybe go for a large inner fire play. But it looks like they stole our Lich King's attack, and they're playing really defensive. So they definitely have 1 dragon in hand because this guy's effect only happens if you have a dragon. Looks like we got Keliseth. Pretty late, but not necessarily bad. It might not be bad to go ahead and start churning out value with the Frostmourne play. Maybe even Frostmourne Keliseth, and then you can trade this way. But that feels pretty bad, actually, because we're not getting to these guys. I think this might get played this turn, just because we can't really get to this side. Also, we kind of want to get things out of hand, because we can set ourselves up for a UI soon.
So I think there's 2 plays. There's Dragon Slayer, Sarah, and
If the thing that stole the Lich King's attack dies, does it give it back?
It does not.
Oh, that's
It's
tough.
a really strong card. They like hard buffed Dragon Priest in this last expansion in December, and it took a while for it to get play. But I mean, with Duskbreaker, Twilight Acolyte, like there's so many tools that Dragon Priest now has to deal with board, and Priest did not have a hard time dealing with board to begin with. So I really like this play. This sets up for turn 10 UI really well. So if we draw 1 more card, and then we draw 5 off of this, we'll have 8 cards total. And since Lich King stayed alive, we drew in another card. And the Anti-Magic Shell is probably the most strong card you can get. So that actually changes it. The most strong card. How do you say that?
The strongest.
The strongest, yeah.
The most strong
it's
card.
the one and only Platypus Lull.
What is that guy doing here?
Really good commentary.
Hey, P1 Natty plus. So Machuca moved up to the varsity Hearthstone team. But did you see my play on Synapse? You're not the only one, boy.
Yeah. I mean, he's in here this like 5 minutes later, but
He better be here 5 minutes later.
that's what I'm saying. Is that a lull?
Lol.
He's a god.
Indeed. Okay, so something just happened.
Yeah, what happened is that they used the Twilight to kill the Lich King, and then they healed it up with the Northshire, which gave him a little bit of draw power. This Mire Keeper, really late, but it might be something that we could use to play with Anti-Magic Shell, because we can play this, and it's buffed. And its other effects, since we don't need the mana, we can get another 2/2 out of it. Here comes the 2/2 Slime, and then we get the Magic Shell, which gives us this whole field really strong.
Holy
Now,
moly.
there's a lot of things that their deck, which I don't think they're running Psychic Scream, but there's a lot of things that they have to deal with this, like Dragonfire Potion, which Dragonfire Potion will kill everything but this, basically. And it's very possible that they have it. That's the only problem. Now, if this is a satellite version, which I don't think it is, yeah, it can deal with it. But we still have a very strong board right now that has to be answered.
Why don't they just attack face?
The enemies?
Yeah.
Well, they have 2 taunts. Are you talking about us? It's still our
Us.
turn, and we have this whole hit. And this is
Just
yeah.
attack face.
Considering that they could deal with the whole
Put
board,
me in.
this trade was too good. That trade was too good. That was 8 damage for 4 damage, so that's always what you want to do. Never forget.
Ooh. Clearing the board. We only play Tommy for the really hard matches.
Yeah, and he's also our senior commentator currently because he has the best personality out of all of us for sure.
I'm only here to translate in Spanish.
Yeah, so what would you say is going on right now in Spanish?
No sé.
Okay. That's probably pretty accurate, yeah. Yeah. For our Spanish audience out there, we have a lot of credibility.
Well, the chat hasn't said anything about Spanish.
Yeah,
so
if you guys have any questions from Machuca specifically, you can ask them in Spanish and
That's
he'll
not what I
answer
was saying.
immediately. Immediately on 5-minute delay. So how do you say Malfurion the Pestilent in Spanish?
Malfurioso, the pestilenoso.
That's pretty good, yeah. From our senior Spanish advisor, Machuca. Machuca del Patron.
Wait, why did they just change characters?
They played a Death Knight. Now, they might actually have lethal here with 5, 6, plus
10,
20
16,
damage total.
20.
That puts them at 3, which is pretty good. Because they're not going to hit an OTK with these. I think the best play here is probably...
And then they use the Blood Knight.
I think it's probably just going wide. You could play this, and then going hard, right?
Hiccup.
So they're going for a really defensive play, and it's basically saying that they want to cook up Frostmourne.
Oh, they're cooking. Alright.
Yeah, and so this play works well with your mana, but it also doesn't pressure as much damage to face. This decreases their ability to trade, get the best trades possible, because they could have cleared our whole board. And we're pushing, looks like 10 damage to face, bringing them down to 13 health. And so they're set up for lethal. Both plays put you at lethal, because we're in such a good position.
What if to play UI next turn?
It's possible, since we're at such a low hand count. But it all depends.
Oh, look,
Because UI also gives you 5 damage of reach, because you can go face with it.
Yeah.
And so considering this gets the best possible trade...
And as the RNG god himself, I say if he plays UI, the 5 damage will definitely go to face.
Well, they don't even need to, because this is 5 plus 6, which is 11. So that's 14 damage if this dies. So they don't even need it. Unless they heal up with this. They have 3. Oh, wait. Wait, they got Malfurion. I didn't even realize they stole it with Dragon Operative. This is the Druid here, Death Knight.
Oh.
And they got it from their deck. That's really funny.
So was that a misplay?
What?
Them getting the Death Knight.
No, because it's you just get to choose. It was probably the best possible card.
Oh.
So they get the trade with the 4/5. Duskbreaker kills the Blood Knight. And then they play Operative. So Operative last is a misplay. But it's still, we've got 11 damage on board. And then, so this is game. We actually pull out here with the face damage, the 6/3, and then UIing face.
As I said, the 5 damage goes directly to face.
Genius call by our senior analyst and co-coach, Machuca the Crusher Machuca.
If you guys were here at the beginning, I was assistant coach, now I'm co-coach.
He got upgraded in a matter of seconds. What is this?
Now it's
So
1-1.
Juan?
I did not say that.
No, I was talking to Juan.
We don't have no Juan in here.
There's no Juan ahorita.
Of all the Mexicans in the room, Juan is not the first, middle, second, or third name.
That's fair. So what do you think our team's gonna go with here? We've got so many decks at our disposal. We only won with our Druid, and I believe our Warlock got banned.
Personally, I'd
So it's
run it
either-
back with my Angry Chicken deck.
Yeah, but they
It's
don't have
undefeated.
the capabilities to do that.
You're right. I'm not playing this
Okay,
time.
so yeah, it looks like we're gonna go with our Paladin. We're playing against the same deck, so we actually have a pretty good. There's a pretty good chance for us to win early here,
Yeah.
but there's also a good chance for us to lose in the mid game because if they draw into their Duskbreakers and we don't draw into our, Journey Through the Woods or Lost in the Jungle, whatever, Lost in the Woods, Lost in the Cave of,
Off
whatever
in
that
the
card,
woods.
Off in the Woods. I think we keep our Hungry Crab here just because it's a 1-drop and you want to play something every turn.
Yeah.
But we definitely want to get rid of stuff like this because even though it's good, it's useless until turn 5, and we need to be pretty much about to win around turn 6, 7. Because if
Okay.
they play any kind of AOE that can clear our stuff, we're gonna start losing a lot of tempo. Now with a big hand of theirs, we're gonna run. Let me change the deck list, by the way. We're gonna run Divine Favor, which would give us a slingshot of tempo because we can get all of our cards back. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. I believe this is our deck. Yeah, this is our deck for sure. So yeah, never mind the blue cards. Your boy rocking that budget stream. Can't afford the pretty ones. Oh, it looks like we drew an even better 1-drop. But you could still play the crab.
And that is exactly what they are doing.
Yeah. Do you think we could ask the other team for a bathroom break?
Like, for the casters or for them?
Both.
I don't know. Why are you looking at me like that?
What, man? Alright, what do you think they got from our deck? The way this works, it steals something from our deck. I lied. It discovers a dragon. Sorry. Wrong card.
First time?
Yeah, sorry. I'm new to Hearthstone.
That one looks
Can
like
I have a
lollipop.
Spanish rebroadcast on Tech 2? Yeah, can you log into another computer and
Ah,
start
sí,
playing?
mis amigos. Un momento, por favor. This computer's not on.
Yeah. So we looked like we were going wide. We went and traded a little bit of damage with the Hungry Crab and then played an Argent Squire.
Dustbreaker. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we lost because they drew both of their spikes.
I think they lost.
But maybe they didn't.
It's all coin flip. If they didn't just get any of their AoE wave clear, then we're okay. It's kind of terrifying because there's a lot of value in Dragon.
Yeah.
Huh.
Rallying like a 1-3. Space.
So that'll probably end their turn. We can identify them all. Let's see what the bonus is. Summon
Champions
two.
Mall.
That's pretty good. I mean, it's not ideal. You typically want to be able to play a whole bunch of stat buff with it, like give all of your stuff Divine Shield, stuff that would mask from that AoE damage. But
So,
this will help us go wide, even though it's not a very good idea.
trade, right?
Although playing around Dustbreaker, we actually trade with this card. Yeah, so that's what they're doing. They're hitting that instead of trading and being greedy for all the extra minions. It's better just to have Divine Shield, so when they do play it, it only kills 2 guys instead of 1. Or instead of 3. Were you watching Marco Polo earlier?
I think so.
How was it?
I don't know what was going on.
Oh, yeah. They speak a lot of crazy languages, like Chinese and Mongolian.
Italian.
And yeah. Marco Polo's
But
from
not Mexican.
Venice. So...
And what even is the show? Like, Genghis Khan, isn't it?
His dad sells him into slavery because he was he was like on the Genghis Khan's land and abusing the Silk Road privileges.
Mm-hmm.
And so he gives him his son, and then it's basically the story of his son's adventures going from zero to hero under the Khanate. So he basically goes from being like a slave, like pretty much just a slave, to like the right hand man of the Khan, kind of like his secret service.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes around doing like missions and stuff with his family. It's really cool. All right, so it looks like they finally decided to play their
Potion of
Radiant
Madness.
Elemental, which lowers their cost, and they're going to go for a 1/1 trade. If they go for the trade with the Divine Shield, there's a better chance that they're running it, that they have a Dustbreaker in hand. If they would have went for the trade here, they would have lowered the amount of damage and trading potential that we had, but they're definitely playing around Dustbreaker. There's a couple different plays that we could do here. That's pretty good. We only get one from Night Juggler because it goes 1, 2, 3. And so if Night Juggler was the first one, I believe you get 1 and 2.
Or do we just say he does? And just trade?
And so the decision they're making right now is, do they trade with these two because of Dustbreaker, or do they trade with this? And they went for the trade with this, so
Yes.
they're calling the bluff right now. The last play made it seem like he wanted to go for like a wave clear kind of play. And so Dustbreaker won't be a surprise, but at the same time, like, we don't know.
You never know. Oh, he didn't.
If he has it, he has to play it here. Like it's just such a good idea. It's such a good play. Now, it wastes mana because you could play other cards, but... Yeah, so there it is. And he got it from Netherspite, so he created that one. And so, actually, he had 1 mana left. That's a really good play from him, because he's able to kind of, like, take board back. But then, we've got the same
Call
combo.
to
So
arm.
what we want to do is coin, hit this, and then play this.
He's standing against this because it's likely he doesn't have the other one, or he does. That card is what do you guys do?
Oh, you just wait.
Just call it. Unless you just put that
Crank
on.
them out.
It looks like
Yeah, they're going for the
it.
play. Here's the power of Paladins, that they're able to just flood the board over and over again.
In Spanish, that card is called Llama tus manos.
Alright.
Call your arms.
I
thought Manos was hands.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Isn't Yama that they call me, or is that Yamo?
Llama is call.
Oh, and then Yamo would be to
I
call
call.
me. Oh, that's I call.
Well,
Yeah, it translates differently because Mayamo is they call me, right? Or I am called.
Me llaman is they call me, but llama is like a call. Te llamo or me llamo.
Teyamo, yeah.
It just
Is
depends on
Teyamo
what-
we call them, or
Te llamo
they're
is like
called
I call you.
Teyamo?
Te llamo coach. I call you coach.
Okay. So look, they actually had the other Dustbreaker, and this is an actual one. So that got the huge clear on all 5 of these. But you know, we have this crystal line draw was insane. Like I can't believe we got that. That combos really well with Stand Against Darkness because it floods, and this decreases the cost of this by 1 for each. And it was just the perfect turn for us to draw because it just fits. And so they go for a trade into heal, trying to get some more card draw and generate more tempo. But if we can get Rallying Blade with a little bit of buff on here, it might give us a little bit more damage in the mid game. We are running out of cards though, so we're losing a little bit of steam, and so we're really looking to get our divine favor.
Well, if you ask me, I believe in they will get it within the next 3 draws.
That might be too late, but okay.
I'll make it 1.5.
1.5. Take it or leave it. I'd take that.
Alright, $10. Next draw, they get the divine thing you said. Pay up.
Actually, this is a really good play too. It kind of is like a bit of a nerf to this, but it trades well. It allows all 3 of these to trade into all of these. But it does nerf this down by 2, but it nerfs buffs all these up by 2. So it's kind of a hard play though because it's off mana, but we're kind of working with what we got here. I feel we're almost forced to do it. But once again, you know, if we're going trade for trade with a Paladin deck and we're trying to end sometime in the next 3 turns, we have to start considering damage to face because this priest isn't getting any weaker.
Mm-hmm. That 5 or 6 card is annoying.
Yes, very. Because it generates so much value while being a great statted card.
Am I getting out? How's it going?
No.
We're just living life to the fullest.
Yeah.
Could you use the bathroom for me too? Thank you. I'm drinking a lot of water because I don't want to be coughing and hacking on stream.
You sick?
No. Just cough a lot.
And it looks like they went with the trade to the pounding and the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
They went for a weapon trade, and they utilized the Divine Shield buff that this gives it, and they also traded with face to tear him. So, pretty strong play. Also, if they play anything big, having Terum in the pocket is really strong. Also, Terum synergizes with other cards, like if we get another Stand Against Darkness, we can play one turn, cook it, and then play for this the next turn. Or any of the... I think we already played both. Yeah, both Called Arms. If we get an Unidentified Maul, that would help. See, against stuff like this, he's going to play this huge buff. This is a great time to tear him, right? So if he interferes here, this is where he messes up. He's committing to this big minion, and now we've got this, right, in our pocket. So we just tap this little button right here and play this, and then we do a trade, and then go phase. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you actually trade with this, because this buffs the Light Fuse Stegodon. It buffs your Silverhand recruits.
Hey.
Oh, so he's going for the trade early. That way we don't
we
don't lose a guy. See, that's where I would mess up.
Yeah.
I totally would have just not done that.
Holy moly.
Now we can actually trade with face. Oh.
And next turn he has that other thing that makes him stronger again, right?
Yeah, that could actually end the game.
That's Stegosaurus.
Yeah, the Stegosaurus can give them adapt gives either +1/+1, poisonous, stealth, hexproof, +3, +0, +3, and then it also can give Wind Fury. So if you consider this being 9 damage, then you could turn this into 18 damage with one card.
Oh,
Now,
that's lethality.
Duskbreaker clears all these. And
But
they
they
have
don't
one
have-
more. They have one more.
I doubt they have it in their hand. I'm calling the
Be
bluff.
careful. Be careful with doubt. Because it's
Doubt
not...
leads to death. Wait,
Yes,
fuck.
it does.
Ah,
yes,
man.
it does.
They do not have it. I am confident.
There are definitely odds to things.
What did I say?
So they played a Nixia. That's interesting. We definitely have to look for this. And then if we get lucky, we won. Okay, so we double their attack. We do 18 damage with just our guys alone. So that Anixia, he
What'd
went
I
for
say?
a really heavy value pick off of the operative, and it ended up being useless.
Hey, change the scoreboard. It is 2-1.
Let's go.
Indiana Tech in the lead.
It looked like we were running out of steam there for a while, but we definitely played it really well.
Hey, do you want to see a magic trick?
Yeah, I want to see this change to boo. Wait, boom.
Just so you all know, we are looking for casters
Yeah.
for next year.
Nah, I'm the guy that can do it all. Speaking of doing it all, I'm gonna be right back.
We will pay you.
Here, I'm gonna put on this Machuca. You can keep talking, but here we're gonna listen to some Claire de Lune as this next game starts up.
What did you call me?
Machuca?
No, after that.
My dude.
Oh.
Yeah. And he has 40-40. If he hits our face, we have nothing on the board.
Finding a good seat. That's right. I sit only in the goodest of seats. If you ask me, this looks like a great starting hand. I think. And it also looks like we're using a different deck. We got Mr. Worldwide on the left. We got Arrow from League of Legends on the next to him, but we traded everything. So now we have, starting from the left, moving to the right, we have Ash. Hold up. We got Ash. We got a Volibear. Let's see, Twitch, Rise, and then we got Malphite. And it looks like we played a card, or pick a card. And it looks like they went with Leona's ultimate ability, Solar Flare. Now what this does is stuns 18 people at once. And now they drew in what appears to be a card this here. Now let's see, what is their next play? What is their move here? So they drop Rise to get Tibbers out on the field. Or Trundle. It's hard to tell with all these skins, you know. Here's a Talon Priest, but no buff to any minion. Yo, what's up?
Yo, how's this game starting out?
Dude, I think we're winning. They had to use a Talon Priest and they didn't buff anything because that's all they got.
Yeah, that's the thing. With that kind of a card, it's one of the best cards you can play on turn 3, but if you have to play it, you have to play it.
So it looks like they might not have a good hand. We got
Well, they definitely don't
Volibear
have
that
our-
summoned Annie and Trundle mix up looking
What
thing.
did you just say?
Don't listen to the VOD while you were
Are we still
gone.
listening to this?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alright, what do you guys think about the music? Keep music or nah? We'll turn it off for now while we're talking. So they use a massive spell.
It
That's
looks like Ezreal.
That's just to draw cards. They just play that on turn 4. They know they're going against Spell Hunter, so the buffs don't really matter. Or the debuff, rather.
So are they playing the same deck again? The other
Yes,
school?
yes, they're playing their Dragon Priest again. So far, we've beaten it 3 times, I think, or twice.
Twice.
So
And we lost to it once.
it's a really good deck. So, but they've drawn really well twice. So
Mhm.
maybe this is the time that they just draw
Yeah.
poorly, right?
I mean, it looks like it. They got 6 cards and nothing on the
But the
field.
thing is, our deck is very dependent on getting certain cards, and right now it's not looking that good. Because remember, this is the deck we lost to early. But one good thing is that we just flared into getting our Spellstone, and we played a secret, which means that it's already upgraded to a very good point.
Okay.
You're playing with our Lord and Savior. Tyler, he won.
So it looks like we got Yasharaj in our hand, and we mulliganed it out. Is that how that works?
Yeah, that was in the starting hand. No, what they did is they just redid their hand. The starting hand?
It's
Hey.
mulligan. That's what a mulligan is. You can mulligan in Yu-Gi-Oh, can't you?
No.
When you start with the cards and you don't want them, you just put them back.
No.
Restart.
Well,
Is that a perk though, right? That's like one of the
in
special.
Duel Links, yeah, but in the bigger game, no.
Really?
You don't get perks. You just get your cards.
Yeah, but even in Magic you can do that. Magic the Gathering, you start off with 7 cards in your hand, and then you draw. So, what you do is if you don't like your hand, you shuffle your hand back in your deck, then you redraw, but you draw 1 less card, and you can keep doing that down to 1 card if you want. It's not smart, but
No, Yu-Gi-Oh doesn't have anything like that unless you're playing Duel Links and you have the skill restart.
yeah. So, I'm not sure if we actually have to contest board here, but Flanking Strike and this card
Misdirect.
charge this really well. So, it's hard to say what the correct play is here. It looks like we're going to go wide. and I actually don't think I like this play as much.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's like a thing against Dustbreaker. He basically plays Dustbreaker whenever you play these. That's just a guaranteed. So
the 3 hungry hippos are back.
yeah, the
on
hippos are
board.
back. It can summon up to 5. I think 5. No, it goes from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, I think. Yeah, it can. So we traded it in because we expect him to AoE it down,
Mhm.
and we just kind of want to have the ability to trade with it.
Why would he heal? Okay, good.
It depends on what he's doing. If he's got a 4-mana play and nothing else, then he might as well.
Yeah, but it won't change the fact that it's gonna die from 2 hits anyways. Holy moly! Never mind.
So we drew Yashraj. That's terrible.
Uh,
That becomes a card that we can never play until turn 10.
mm-hmm.
The whole point of that is just to get Barnes and play it, but you can't win them all through this combo. So this turn, I think, probably maybe trade in here, or trade in this way, and then flanking strike the 5/3. Now, playing Misdirection here is, honestly, how did we even get this? We don't run this, do we? Wait, we run this?
Don't ask me.
That's awesome.
I just showed up at the office today.
So here's the thing. They went for the damage with face
Yeah.
because this charges Spellstone. And so they want to save it. So if they ever draw their next Spellstone, they just toss this out and then get an extra 3/3.
Okay.
Which 2 mana for a 3/3 is pretty good.
Oh, there's a Twilight Drake.
Not too bad. We've got a Hunter's Mark to deal with it, but we just can't get to it quite yet. Oh, now we can. But I'm not sure if we want to do that quite yet.
Why are you yawning?
Why are you yawning, man?
Because you're yawning.
I wasn't yawning.
You were definitely yawning.
No one could hear it because I made my yawn. I mean, if I was yawning, I'd be quiet about it.
Well, I saw it.
Alright, so we do trade in the weapon, and then we, Wait, what? Oh yeah, we go for the kill command play. And it looks like we're pushing for damage on face. We're kind of deciding that we want to win the game just by burning them down. And the Bookworm play comes out. Bookworm's such a strong card.
They got the thing again.
Yep. And so this play could just go to that into that, and then maybe Hunter's Marking and trading. But that's kind of more conditional. We definitely want some of these to go off before we swing again. But these are really weird secrets. Because it's if your hero ever gets attacked. Although one thing is to consider is that we can take this damage pretty easily. But if we just take it, then he's just going to trade every time.
No, I don't think so either.
I know one problem might be if... I'm not sure if he runs mind control in that deck. I feel like he doesn't, but it's possible. Maybe he just runs like 1. If they just had mind control answer for our Yasharaj, that would be awful.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the best thing that they can mind control out of our deck.
The 3/3, yeah. Divine Shield, 1/1 poison. That thing's bonkers. So we mostly run 3 in draft, so we don't worry about that.
Oh. That didn't sound like a hippo.
It was like a really young hippo.
Oh. Fresh from the army.
Yeah. Okay, so they're looking for cards early. They have dragons in their hand as well. Ooh, they're just pumping them out right now. It's almost time for us to go wide. Now, Deathstalker Rexar is really good here. Because we're able to finally get some really good guys. There's a combination that you can get of beast. One beast is you know how death touch works, or whenever it deals damage, they're poisonous.
Yeah.
Whenever it deals damage, it kills the thing that it dealt damage to. But there's also the fiery bat that whenever it dies, it does 2 damage to everything. And so whenever that card dies, it just kills everything on the board. It's a little slow because you have to kill it, but it's a pretty powerful combination. Now also they're going to be looking to get damage off with this. They could play this into this and try to trade off a couple of kills. Looks like they're just going for the trade-off with that. I think that's fine. Definitely the most questionable play so far.
Yeah.
Zombies.
Yeah, they're always called zombies.
Oh.
So we're still pushing damage face. Once they do whittle down our board, though, we'll be able to just constantly like distract them for the next 2 turns with these, and then be pumping out beasts every turn. Next turn, this might even be a Yashara's turn, because like honestly, if we don't draw any other spells, it might just be a good thing to get out. It's a big dude.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But we also have to remember that this is Combo Priest, who could at any time OTK us. Because he's got the buff pass kind of thing, where he just gets a bunch of health, bunch of attack, and then slams it in.
The slam dunk method.
Yeah. So if he had it right here, he could do 24 damage with this one card. Because it would go to 12, and then it would go to 14.
Good thing
Or
we have
12
one
and then
shield,
24.
so we'd be left at 1 health.
But then he also has...
Oh, right.
Good poisons.
But the funny thing is, he'd actually have to check for it. Because misdirection, whenever an enemy attacks your hero, it attacks another random character, he would actually have a chance of killing himself. Because it would go straight to his face, unless it hit Radiant Elemental. Which is... So it looks like he's actually playing it for it. Now he's got zombies. This is peculiar. The funny thing is, it's given him more value for creatures on board, but it's taken away a lot of his healing. He can't just heal up every 2 turns. Now this is a bad card. This is the combo, but we drew them in the wrong order, so they're just bad minions.
George, can you see these next options?
Oh, we got taunts. Those are really good.
Silverback Patriarch.
Yep, we're gonna play it.
That's a big guy.
He's a
Yeah.
big dude.
That's bigger than this guy.
Unless.
We can technically get it link here.
I think what I'm excited about is that if they try to kill us with this, I think they healed this for a reason. I'm pretty sure they're going to go for the OTK play next turn. But if they don't check for this misdirection, which is a really weird tech by us, then there's a chance that
Double itself in attack.
he just one-shots himself on accident. But it looks like he's not necessarily going for it.
They're not. I mean, they haven't been attacking at all because they're afraid.
This is just a big thing. So you can see right there at the bottom it says Stitched, Carrying Grub, and Bittertide. They basically just put the biggest stats they can put together. And since we're not worried about taking damage because of our secrets,
Yeah.
that's why we didn't go for the taunt. We just went for stats.
Misdirection, I mean, flying monster cross first, right?
Oh, here it comes. Oh, dude, I really hope they're going to go for it. Oh, it looks like they're just using it to trade. Oh, that's boring.
Yikes.
So they have this big old boy on the field.
So is it tracking least times?
It's hard to say what tracking would be able to get here.
You don't want to hear about it?
I think there's a good play where you unleash the hounds into zombies. This guy. Because it gives it taunt. And it takes at least this damage. Because this is a 8 health minion. So it goes boom, 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 and it takes 2, 4, 6, 7. So it takes even more to kill this. That's actually insane, but it needs to have taunt. Okay, so they actually made the math to where they had the buff and then used it to trade. That's the most guaranteed safety play. I think they push face with this just because there's no point in damaging if you can't finish off. And they save tracking. They didn't really have enough time to look into what they were going to get, and it also wasn't going to change anything.
Keep drawing. So we might draw what we need, and if we don't, we can try to- That's better that way. And also, drawing Yasharaj and then getting to turn 11 and drawing Barnes.
So what are you doing after this? What you got planned? Same.
I woke up today, took a shower, did laundry, played 2 games of League, went to go get food,
Where'd you go?
McDolland's, watched some Netflix, and then you got here.
Nice.
You got here at the worst possible time.
I did?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's not what I was trying to watch.
Let's not talk about it. Wow. That's a really funny interaction. Looks like they're trading their Radiant Elemental. They value the board clear.
Don't you like that I put that tech card in there? Wasn't that a good tech card? Alright, so I'm gonna track you into a kill command so we can stay alive.
What?
That's the only way they can kill this guy.
Kill command, nice.
And so then they have to play their Nesting Croc as a beast to proc it.
Like, get our beastie boy.
Oh, they're gonna
Which is
beast.
fledgling
Oh, they
to-
can make it, but the thing is, it has to be a low enough value. They almost have to go Hungry Crab, just in case they roll high,
which is fledgling-
into Stubborn Kobold.
Easy pickup.
Holy moly.
Okay, they're going for the commit on the Explosive Trap. I think that's kind of a spooky play, because this person's known to run Eater of Secrets, but it just depends.
And then they just kill us.
Because we don't have their deck
Yeah,
list.
like if you get Kodo here, you deal 2 damage to the 4/2. Oh, please tell me they did that. Please tell me we lost to that. That would be so funny.
That's a big direwolf. Yeah, I guess they just have to continue to build zombies. This is insane. These two are too slow, and this is low cost.
We did it anyway.
Lifesteal.
This would actually be potentially really good. But Poisonous trades well, but Lifesteal keeps you alive. So it's kind of like a... There's just too good value. Looks like they've committed to the Silence and the Stealth. I'm not sure if I value the Stealth as much. It trades late, and we're taking 12,
We have the zombies, stealth, candle shot.
13, and this goes to 3. We're taking 16 damage next turn. But the thing is, we have... That's plays around Candle Shot, though. They actually, I don't even know if they want... Yeah, they want to silence that. Never mind. I guess they're just cooking for late game. I guess there's really no way that they can get around Explosive Trap. I guess that's... I'm kind of like paranoid.
I don't know that they can kill both their beasts. Like, they'd have to get another beast
The fact that they've been stealing Death Knights this game has been just changing the game so much. This is like a situation that I've never even seen before.
Dude, me neither.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've never seen something like this before?
Nope. And I played a few games of this. Well, they got a cat trick.
Pretty useless right now. They kind of have to find a way to kill this and use this to do something. But they don't really have a way through this. So I guess they're just going to... So this is the play that they're
It's
looking
the angry chicken.
Yeah. You kind of have to go for the angry chicken, don't you think? So this is the combo right there. Deals 2 damage to all minions, but it also kills everything. So what they can do is they can play this one turn, and then I guess they don't have their other kill commands. They've already played 2 kill commands. There's no way to kill command it.
Wind Fury and then Cell.
Divine Shield. So none of these are good. Divine Shield helps it trade,
Go Divine Shield, right?
but yeah, this is like the only good one. Just so it stays on board and kind of like does more damage. Okay, that's pretty good that they were able to thin that out. It lowers the value of their explosive trap, but the thing is, if they ever got around it or used it to trade with something, that's kind of why they did it. So that wouldn't just like, they would ping it in and then send their bad card into it. But this card is going to help us win the game. If there's a way that we can activate this and kill it really fast. Because the game's just going to last forever, just infinite value of minions.
So do we only use
I'm
one?
feeling the suspense.
Do we only use one?
Because we're just gonna, it's like anyone can get like a crazy card, right? Like, if they get Bitter Tide in a Nesting Croc, it's like a 12-15 or something.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we can,
And there's nothing we can do about it. Unless we have Deadly Shots left in our deck. Okay, so they're looking for the Explosive Trap.
Holy.
It does damage, but it... We still take a lot of damage. Oh, it looks like they won. They found... Yeah, they waited for the big damage.
Yikes, that makes it 2-2.
Yes, it does.
So we gotta go through one more game.
The tiebreaker.
I have to say, this has gotta be the most intense best of 5 Hearthstone series I've ever casted.
Really?
Yeah,
Among...
my entire career.
Wow. That's incredible. So we have our Spell Hunter that we've been running going against their... what did they say they ran Druid-wise? I think I have it in Discord.
We gotta get our win condition in this.
Alright, so we have an early Spellstone in our hand. That's pretty good. I'd say that there's an argument. No, you don't really want to coin out any secrets here because it's pretty much useless. Look how spooky that monster is. See him?
It's gonna give me nightmares.
Watch. Ooh! Basically, we're just hoping that we draw Barnes and win the game like really early.
As the RNG god himself, I bless Indiana Tech with the drawing power of the gods.
Okay.
First turn, they get what they needed. I meant next turn.
This card's pretty good, but it's counterintuitive. Because like you kind of like to have your hero power to win early with the first combo.
Don't throw Yashiras, okay?
So it's a Jade card. It's a Jade deck. Okay.
Make sure they don't throw Yashiras.
Okay. So
The one they want to do.
playing this double charges this, and now we can commit to the Spellstone play. So now it summons 4. And so we just have to coin it out next turn, and we're just loaded. There's no way that they have any way to clear it. And having 12 damage on board this early sets up for 3-turn lethal.
Yikes.
And we went for the trade because we knew that they're going to try to ramp into this mana, and now they're going to do damage and just take the 3 damage. They have to.
4. Oh, 3.
No, we just lost. They ran too hard. Going it out, and they don't have the answer. But even if they do have the answer, they can at least stay alive with that stalker. Like, a little bit. Because they have their 1/5.
Now, Spreading Plague is the only thing that stops this damage from going through. That or Malfurion can summon taunts.
Yeah, next one, like, it allows us to put that stalker out and get little dudes on the board, then we can win.
You're biting your nails.
Yeah.
Stop.
So we're
Okay.
It's a bad habit.
Dude, I actually bite my nails like crazy. Like I go really well, but then this shit happens and I actually get stressed out.
Just drink
Did you know
some
that?
water.
It was actually a long time. I straight up like was like I just did it just cuz, and then I realized that like as I was like when I would watch you guys play League, I would just go straight to biting my nails. And then when I watched like the other team I coached like a year ago, I would just be like at my computer just like it's awful. So they played Fandral and then went for a Jade Blossom ramp.
Yikes.
This puts them at 10 mana next turn for like a turn 5 UI. Since they've ramped every turn.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know why they just did that.
Yes.
Hello.
So this is a terrible. We never draw this combo.
So I'm gonna play Misdirection instead because it's a good card. Is that for hand or do we just do
If you ask me, they go for the face and get some damage out.
They definitely have to, but this actually can make us lose the game if we don't kill it. Because if they use Kun, which gives them 7 armor and 10 mana next turn,
They use kill command on it.
yeah, they have to. So it looks like we don't value the misdirection here. We just value the early damage.
They want to go face or kill the thing.
So next turn, if we draw kill command and they don't have an answer, we kill them. That's why we went for this damage. And we actually have a couple of chances to do it because we can flare and tracking, which cuts through 4 cards of our deck, which gives us a pretty decent. If you get 4 chances out of the remaining, you know,
19.
that's 20%, 25%, including the draw that we actually get. I think you do tracking first. Okay, so this gives them armor and taunt. So we need a way to get through these. They trade 1. And then they trade the other.
Wandering monster.
We're pretty much drawing as bad as you can draw. Like, honestly. We actually have to play this card right here. We trade both of them in and then play this. Because we need to start generating value before the Jades are big. Because he actually doesn't have a lot. The only play that they're going to have that gets them any tempo left in the game is... now, they've got a lot of sustain from this. But the tempo that they get is UI, Ultimate Infestation. But if we constantly Deathstalker things out over... Like, if we get charge after charge after charge, then we're actually sitting pretty. Next turn, we've got 7 mana, so if we Hero Power Zombies into something that costs 5, we can push damage to face. So this isn't the worst. And if they don't have UI, they're going to weave a lot of armor in with this. But they do go for the kill on this because of beast synergies. Like kill command. Okay, so they play Medivh, and then they're going to look for the UI, that which gives them, what's it called?
No, we don't Misdirection. We don't want their monster.
It gives them UI.
Right. But
And then
we want to
uses the spell to create a 10-drop. Because this is what the weapon does.
adapt in the Wind Fury with a charge.
This can be good. but we don't get it.
You can proc it pretty easily.
Poison's pretty strong. But these are better stats, so I think that we still probably go with this.
Unless you want to play it this turn.
I think they're going to go for this if they want to play it this turn.
Yeah, probably.
Hmm.
So yeah, they got the Adaptive Beast.
And the poison.
Yeah, so it's kind of a shitty card, but it's a little body that doesn't necessarily die to anything. Well, it dies to UI. Basically, he looks to UI this turn.
That's what Raymond's going to face with this 1/3 weapon.
Oh, didn't get it, but that's fine. He's gonna pick up armor and draw cards probably.
Eat the mushroom.
Go armor. I think you just got armor rest of the game. Oh my
Another
gosh.
one?
What do they have in their hand that they're not the other one?
So that's really good for us. That was probably one of the worst cards they could have gotten, because that'll give us tempo. If we find a way to kill it, that is. Which Wandering Monster might actually kill it, because he'll want to test for it. We could also kill it with Unleash the Hounds. Actually, that's really good. Next turn, if we Unleash the Hounds... Okay, so if he picks the 2/2. If we Unleash the Hounds, get 4 cards, we can run a bunch of them into that. Alright, so that's pretty good too, because it saves us the 7 damage to our health. I don't think we have time to play Freezing Trap. I think we just look to play this, and that gives us 4 mana left. Actually, we could Freezing into Wandering with these two, and then what we do is we run 2 into this, 1 into this. I guess we don't actually have the Hunter's Mark. I think we tracking and try to get a Lesser Spellstone. This is actually a really hard call, because Mark of the Wild, or whatever it's called, the Beast card is really good too. Animal Companion, I mean. I think Eagle Horn gives you more direct damage, and Flanking Strike gives you more direct damage, but Deadly Shot's really strong. But I think it's definitely between these two. I'd even argue Eagle Horn, yeah, because it gives you more damage over time, and if we do get these secrets out, then we get a lot of value out of it. But here's the play. I think we still have to do this right here. And then boom, boom, and then 1 phase. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, they're going to trade it there with this. Okay, so they're confident with the damage. I felt like that was such a... That someone's a 5/5 for you, so... I always felt like that was like a really good trade, but it looks like we're just looking to push damage because we're afraid of their armor build-up.
12 damage, 15. So if they don't get armor here, they gotta go armor. So you knew they had that. They don't go armor here. They have to go armor on this one, right? They don't need more cards. They have enough cards to win the game. This is triggering.
Seems to be a very intense
You
game.
just win the board.
For sure.
And you win the board with your hero powers. And you can't, like, oh my gosh, we just lost because of that card.
This freezes every time a spell
After
gets
they
cast.
drew 4 cards instead of gaining 24 armor.
And they Swamp Ooze. Ooze tech to kill weapons.
No, we're close. So we're gonna zombies and then unleash the hounds and go face.
I don't think they do zombies. I think they just play this with Unleash the Hounds. Because that gives you 2 trades into everything. You got 1 here, and 2 here. Or you could... Wait, can they kill? They can do 12 damage right here. Isn't that the better play? It has to be. They could put them at 3 health. This is a defensive play. I'm curious to see why they did that. Gastropod's pretty good.
Yeah.
And they're trading. Okay, so they're looking for like the huge explosive trap.
Okay.
So if they don't armor up or taunt, we win.
That's a pretty bad card.
We're in.
We've gotten pretty lucky with the amount of the stats that they've gotten out of those cards.
They have ships protecting it. Oh my gosh.
They had this game won, and we might still win it.
We can never play Yasharaj either because it puts us dead in the water because of this. They have so many spells to play. We're frozen, so that card doesn't help us at all.
Ooh.
What? You saw good play?
Yeah, I think they might have lethal here.
Wait, we can win. Wait, we just won. No, we didn't. It's 2 times 6. It's 12. Puts them at 4. Oh, it puts them at 4 with this.
What's the one mana card all the way to the left of his hand?
This? Tracking? Or Hunter's Mark? So now they're at 4 health. They have to trade a lot of these in. Or as much as they can. But the funny thing is, the second this trades, the death rattle gives us a 5/5. So this trade is actually hilarious.
Yikes.
He wasn't supposed to do that. Well, I guess there's no way around it, but...
Do they concede? Nope. They're going for the trade.
They have to power trade it out. They trade here, 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 here. And then they armor up, which puts them at 7. They just can't deal with this. Because they have potentially UI. We haven't seen a single UI, so we have to expect it. I mean, there's a chance that not all, they didn't draw it, but... So it looks like they trade with this. I love that. So they're roping at the time where they haven't even played. So it must be UI. I think UI comes in here and they... Oh, they don't
Nope.
have it. They don't have UI.
They armor up. But we have that.
Deal 6 damage to a minion.
What about that stealth monster? Can that attack next time?
Yep.
So then.
Considering the freeze start... Okay, so they have a taunt. Okay, so they have Jades coming out.
This is spooky.
This freezes this card. So that's the play that fucks us. So we still have our face. And this, which is pretty strong.
To get rid of the taunt, maybe.
It gets rid of this. And then we kind of have to play around this. So if we... Yeah, so this is pretty good. If we do this,
And
into that, and trade, and then play boom boom,
Yeah.
and then play this, that summons 4 wolves. But I guess, once again, they're not valuing that.
5/5 tag.
Wow, that's stupid. I guess we would stealth.
Oh, that's hilarious. It kills this thing.
We would play it. And I think we could probably win next turn, but maybe
So he's looking for the value next turn. So it sets us up for doing a lot of damage next turn, but it puts them at 10 health next turn, and also we give them a chance to draw UI. So if they draw UI, they actually, the thing is, it doesn't even help them that much, because it would mitigate this damage and gain armor, but they could just trade and then hero power and get even more out of it. They already used their branches, so they don't get armor off of that.
I think this hunter hero death knight might just want to see. And they committed to not running any of our secrets. They did so many things that I would have done differently.
So they trade there. They send their Jade's face, which will inevitably proc the 2 damage. Now this is funny. This damage that they're going to take from Explosive Trap goes face.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have mana to buff themselves, but like
They're not doing it.
it puts them in a bad situation. That's all. So that means that they're not going to go for it, otherwise they would have done it earlier. Okay, so they're going to go for utmost board clear. This is funny. This is really weird. This is the really, really safe play. If there's a way that we can get to this, which I think we can actually. Yeah, we can. We just trade, or something with this to that. Or we don't even have to, because we can just go straight to face, because this trades. And then, how do we kill this? This zombies? Does it kill something? Deals damage. Oh, this does damage and single targets that, and they just trade it. Yeah, they just win here.
Ooh.
They must have not drawn any UIs, and they played so passively around our secrets.
Yeah.
Like they just like didn't take any damage. That's so interesting. And they drew 4 cards off their branches.
And the 5th game goes to Indiana Tech.
You called it, man.
I'm going home.
Way to go. You guys both
You could send the check to my mailbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. Pretty tense games.
Oh yeah.
I'd say the biggest throw of that game was when they didn't play. They just constantly drew cards off of their branches. And they just put themselves in such a bad situation. Pretty peculiar stuff.
Good game, JT.
Yeah, solid stuff. We're gonna end the stream here and
Thank you
just
for watching.
de-stress out and have a good night.
Thanks, you too.